and all other situation. But we will try our best to continue these sessions, and this way, if you have any questions, any doubt, we can discuss it. Whatever the next topic you want to take me, I will look into that, and we will take that way. Otherwise, I will just continue the series the way I try to do it. Okay. Um, the Gunasthan is one of the difficult topic, particularly in the beginning. You need to properly understand the fundamentals of it. Once you understand the fundamental, then from the big, then afterwards, Gunasthan is very easy to understand. The main purpose of the Gunasthan, explaining all the various stages of our spiritual development. The spiritual development, once you know, if that's only possible, like once you understand the fundamentals in the beginning, then you know where do you stand. And if you want to continue to progress spiritually, this gives you kind of an indication. This is how you continue to progress it. So what we are going to start, just because of little longer break, I'm just going to brush up few charts in the beginning. That's where significant fundamentals occurs. Okay, and that's why it doesn't hurt to understand properly those things. Okay, the overall things. There are 14 stages of spiritual development. Soul travels from complete ignorance, mithyatva state, to complete blissful state. This is the basic purpose, fundamental principles of Jainism. That in our beginning, even though we are beginningless, we don't know when we started, because there is no beginning, there is no ending of ourselves. However, just for the purpose of fundamentals, our beginning is in Nigod. Our beginning state is in Nigod. And one of the important quality of the Nigod soul is they are totally unaware. It's not totally, but I would say practically unaware about their existence. It is a complete unawareness state. Or in other words, it is a mithyatva state, completely mithyatva state. Because if you are not aware about yourself, that is the mithyatva. Okay? What is the liberation state? Complete awareness. So the whole sansar, we travel from unawareness to full awareness, complete unawareness to the full awareness. That is the whole life mission. Every soul, what Jainism says, no, it is in that mission, from complete unawareness to complete awareness state. That means from Nigod soul to liberation, to moksha. Okay, and in between that state, it is called sansar. Okay, that's it. So you got to keep in mind all the time that from my unawareness state to fully awareness state. So what is the difference in soul between soul in Nigod and soul in liberation? There is no other difference except moksha soul is fully aware every moment. He knows, while the nigodha soul is totally unaware. For all practical purpose, I'm using. If you become totally unaware, okay, then you become ajiv, non-living substance, which is the totally awareness. Even though it is a soul, there is slight awareness exists in the nigodha soul, but it is the gnan gun of the nigodha soul. It is very, very small. Okay, you can see it is living substance. That's it. So that's the one you have to keep in mind. This is the overall concept from my unawareness state to fully awareness state. That is the life mission. No matter where you are, which state you are in, okay? And you have acquired all that karma. So there are two things. It is not like when did I acquire the first karma? No, that is the thing is you have the karma and you are unaware about your own existence. That is the beginning state. We got to assume that. Do I have a proof, or does Jainism have any proof? The answer is no. If you don't accept that, then you cannot practice Jainism. That's the key. Okay, that's the one important thing. Make sure you are very clear about it. And now, in the Gunasthan, the 14 stages of the Gunasthan, you travel from the nigodha all the way to liberation. And what are the different stages? Naturally, mithyatva state or unawareness state, it is right from the ekindriya, beindriya, teindriya, chaudendriya, and panchendriya. Unless you become human, unless you are born as a human, you cannot progress, what I call it, towards liberation. Whichever other than the human being, these are all, there may be variations in knowledge. Panchendriya has more knowledge, okay, than the Chaudendriya, and the three Indriya, Be Indriya, and one Indriya is the lowest knowledge. And even in one Indriya, Ekindriya soul, Nigodh is the lowest one. Okay? Nigodh soul is the lowest one. And there are, if you study Jivichar, then you can see there are two types of the Nigodh. Okay? Sukshma Nigodh and Badar Nigodh. The Badar Nigodh is the one we call it Kanmur. Okay? And the Sukshma Nigodh, which you don't see, it is everywhere in the universe. Okay? So that's I'm just trying to give you a little bit overview instead of going into the depth. And for human survival, now I'm talking to the human one. Okay, like you have to breathe. You need a water. Okay, you need a food. You need a shelter. This is without that, human cannot survive in this life. There are so many other animals and living beings can survive, but for human, and without becoming human, you cannot attain liberation, because human life is the one provides the proper environment that your mind is fully developed, and you can decide right from wrong. Okay, that's the ability human have it. Others animal have a little glimpses of it. The dog knows who is the owner and that kind of the things. But their progress is very limited, means their mind cannot progress that much. Okay. So that's why one of the important aspects, this is the only life at this point, if you can make it or break it. So don't waste your time. The intent is not like you may not get the human lives second time or third time. That is not the point here. Point here, you already have it. Just do it. Okay. Spend all your effort, try to attain fully awareness state or a liberated state. Okay. And that is the permanent blissful, permanent happiness. You can use any kind of the wordings, but ultimately it is the full awareness state. All right, so you can say that is the first two bullet. Order of Gunasthan is logical, not chronological. We already discussed that one in the past, and I hope you remember those. And they are arranged according to the principle of decreasing sinfulness and increasing purity. Now, this is just, again, overview. Soul removes its ignorance or mithyatva on the fourth stage, which is called Samyakwa. Now, first stage, it could be any soul. But now, when you increase your spirituality, only human can do. And the first beginning stage is the fourth stage, Samyakwa. Of course, you will see the example, there are some animals attain the Samyakwa at that stage also, but that's as far as they can go, not beyond that. Okay. The Panchendriya, you need all five senses. And at the most, some of the animals can attain Samyakwa during that time, but they cannot progress from there further. Then, after the Samyakwa, vowlessness means aviditi. Your conduct or charitra is a virti, means control your charitra, not whatever our senses desire, and we just provide that one. Okay, I wanted to go to see movie, I wanted to go to the restaurant, eat. There is nothing vows. I haven't taken any vows. That vowlessness state, it is the fourth stage. Even though person can attain Samyakwa, but that Samyakwa without any conduct. You got the knowledge. You got the knowledge and very limited conduct. The charitra, which is the fifth Gunasthan, which is lay people. The stage of the highest stage of the lay people is the fifth Gunasthan, where you take Shravak and Shravika's vows. There are 12 vows of the lay people. So now you are living your life in a controlled environment so that you can go any place and all over without any restriction. That Jainism is really believes, can you control your life, control your senses. Okay, that's way you got the external help because of you are not you have taken the vows, that 5 anuvrats, 3 grunvrats, and 4 shikshavrats. These are all the vows that occurs in the fourth stage, a fifth stage of the Gunasthan. And once you get that charitra, that's a limited charitra. Okay, the full charitra occurs only on the sixth stage, where you take a diksha. means you renounce the world, you renounce the family, you renounce the possession. Now, when you don't have a possession, okay, and you are taking the full vows, when you take the Mahavrat, that makes you the sixth stage, or the renunciation, the first stage of the renunciation. From Gunasthan point of view, that is the sixth stage. Okay? Then when you remove all your passions, krodh, man, maya, lobh, okay, anger, ego, deceit, and greed. Those four things, once you completely eliminate in your life the kashaya, you attain a vitrak state, means you completed the charitra. Your charitra became really perfect. There is no more, there is nothing left in the charitra. That stage is the 12th stage of the Gunasthan. On the 13th stage, you are attaining the Kevalgnan, because all other ghati karmas you are removing. Okay, Mohaniya you are removing on the 12th stage. The remaining three ghati karmas means Gnanavaniya, Dashnavaniya, and Antray karma. That is gone on a 13th stage, and person attains the Kevalgnan. After the Kevalgnan, whatever is the lifespan left, at the end of the life, is your activities, which is activities of body, activities of speech, and activities of mind. That activities ceased means stopped. So that activity, once it is stopped, which is on the 14th stage of the Gunasthanak, you attain liberation. And that is the end of the journey. Now you are going to remain forever. This is the very key things, different than many other religion concepts, that you are going to remain forever in the permanent blissful state. Okay, that is the, like, our journey ends, our sansar ends, everything ends, and it means different concept, different religion concepts, I'm saying, interpreting the liberation very different way. But only from Jain point of view, we are saying that once you reach to that state, now there is no fallback. You remain that way forever. And that's it. Okay. So that's the kind of the overview in that sense. Now, here is a graphical representation, the 14 stages, and you can see all the way up to 5th stage. Though you can see there are the photos of the Sravak, and then sadhus. Picture starts with the 6th stage all the way up to the liberation point of view. And then during that time in between, several times you can fall back. But once you reach to the 12th Gunasthanak, there is no fallback. Even up to 11th Gunasthanak, it's going to fall back. And you can see the monk, they put it upside down. That's falling. He reached to that state and it's falling. So if you go through these graphical representations, step by step, you will know where we can and how we are progressing, and what are we achieving during that spiritual progress. All right. There is another graphical representation is there, just with the name, so you can easily see the names in it. Okay. let me go now